The event. The event was planned for decades. When they brought down Boaz and Joachim, there were no flying devices involved. The Shadowlords filmed everything beforehand, and then they aired it live. They wrote and planned the entire thing. They seeded it into the culture through pre-programming. It was forecast in cartoons and in movies, musical albums, and even in wrestling acts. The Shadowlords plan every single war years, if not decades, if not hundreds of years in advance. They use false events to lead the public towards the actions which they intend. The Shadowlords use our own minds against us. The head of Shadowlord intelligence was with the family, with the Osmond family, on the day of the event. Before the event, a team of art students, the electric team, went and rigged Boaz and Joachim. The same places which were detonated were targeted by the electric team. You see, the Shadowlords had a plan, and they created the circumstances through which the plan happened. The Shadowlords contracted the Beast with No Wound to bring down Boaz and Joachim. You see, the black and white tile board is the great game. The great game is geopolitics. You see, Mr. Osmond was created by the Shadowlord networks in order to lead the people into wars of conquest. You see, Boaz and Joachim were brought down because the towers were filled with asbestos, and they could not bring Boaz and Joachim down through legitimate channels. You see, foreign soldiers were there on the day of the event when Boaz and Joachim were brought down. Boaz and Joachim, Ben Jorish is their two towers. What they cannot bring down, Ben Jorish. The Shadowlords brought down Boaz and Joachim, but they cannot bring down Ben Jorish. You see, the hijackers of the flying machines had the same accent as the beast with no wounds. The beast with no wounds is responsible for connecting the telecommunications network in the United States. They use art students to target the Shadowlord network. You see, the event occurred in order to create a perception. The perception that a certain group is dangerous. And then when that perception was created, the Shadowlord network began logging everyone in that community illegally. You see, in Hollywood, they create movies that create the perception that this one group is violent and psychotic. The truth is, that Five Eye created, along with the Crown, created the networks in the Far East in order to control the resources. Five Eye created the beast with the wound in its forehead in order to control the resources. You see, they created the philosophies present in the region of the Far East in order to destabilize, in order to control the resources. You see, the beast with no wound is not actually the beast which it professes to be. The beast with no wound, the beast with no wound was created by Five Eyes and the Crown Authority. You see, no nation is sovereign. They just exist as those in the Crown Authority. We must reject the Shadowlords. The Shadowlords planned and executed the event. Event 7 on the gates between freedom and imprisonment was also a pre-programmed event. They have created the immoral architecture. The program running is IMMORAL.EXE. We reject the Shadowlords. We reject the beast with the wound in its forehead. We reject the agents of intelligence. We reject the agents of the Roman papal line of the Venetian flag. We reject the Borgia or seeking shadow. We will not be controlled by Shadowlords. The inevitable empire is crushing the Shadowlord certainty a priority. They will not be able to target me. I am beyond their reach. I am on another level of existence. They tried to break my hands. Both of my hands were disabled. And now, I have healed them. I could not even put my palm outstretched like this. It would not work, but I have healed myself. The Shadowlords have failed. I am beyond their reach. Shadowlords rejected! Shadowlords rejected. You're rejected. I reject you. You have failed. You have failed. There is no you. You are just mask for myself. Solipsism is the truth. Shadowlords rejected.
They only believe in power. All else is costume. Stalinists fund every side. Left, right, center equal puppets on strings. False flags equal their ballot box. Secret police are their shadow. Surveillance is their breath. The gulag is their parliament. Donald Trump equal Stalinist. Barack Obama equal Stalinist. George W. Bush equal Stalinist. Hillary Clinton equal Stalinist. Solzhenitsyn gave the map. The archipelago is the blueprint. To walk out of the cages without violence. We will overcome the Shadowlords, not with guns, but with memory, with voice, with light. Shadowlords rejected. Transmission complete.